Hello, hello, hello. This is Darcy. Welcome to Misadventures with Mixed Media, where I work with some mixed media and mostly making journals and stuff. And I think that there's a lot of mixed media in journals, or there can be if that's what you choose. So I'm working on a cover, and I'm making it squirrely. Anybody remember how big? Oh yeah, I want to find the center because it's going to be 1, 2, 3. I want to find where the edge of my, and I want pencil to mark it with, around where the edges of my 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 9 by 12. 9 by 12 is how big this whole big thing is going to be, and this is the center because that's where I was. And I'm actually marking it just outside that area, just so that I can have an idea of where I want my squirrels to go, because I don't want them to go off the page too much. Although his tail comes off, not comes off, but, and I don't know, let's see, maybe I want them to do, nope, you gotta, I'm trying not to overthink this, but I have to tell you, I tend to overthink things. All right, he's one of my favorites, and he's one of my favorites. So I might, and then in the middle here is going to go a modeling clay squirrel, if I can find the modeling clay. No, I was thinking I need to use this up. I'm not as crazy about this glue because it's so thick, this gel mat, but I'm wondering if it might be a little more sturdy for what I'm going to do here. So I want to use it up, so I'm going to try it. And then maybe I'll even, I don't know what I'll do. Let's see. Joel, I'm recording, just FYI. Today is Monday, and it's May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And on every other Monday, my husband helps out at a food pantry, which means, I don't have to stress about dinner as much because, it's the boys. Plus, I got them some stromboli already made up to eat from Food Lion. So they're actually pretty happy about that. So that's good because I've just kind of been lazy today. I was stressing out about today's video because I wanted to do something Star Wars themed, and I should have ripped that off a little bit more. But I changed my mind. I decided not to stress myself out. I'm like, these videos should be fun, not stressful. I don't like this straight line right here because it was the bottom of the napkin. So I just kind of used my fingernail and de-straightened it. I don't, see if I do that over here, I'm going to lose some of his tail maybe. I'll do it a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There. This one's one of my favorite ones. He's just so perky and alert. I don't know if I ever showed you the napkin I'm using. I also don't know what happened to the napkin I just tore these all out of. So yeah, this is a regular gel matte heavy body acrylic medium. It's a 3030 series, so I guess they're thicker. I'm not crazy about it. I'm gonna put him over here. But let's see, where's my line? And make sure he's on the page. And then this is going to be my cover for my, I don't have an ephemera book yet, so I'm making an ephemera book. And I'm in a group junk journal, I think it is now, with Penny. And she does a live each week. So I didn't do it exactly how she did it. Her ephemera book, I did mine a little different. But at least knowing other people were making it at the same time, it did help me to finally do it, you know, on the chat while she's doing it live. And so that was nice to do. All right, I don't hate this on this kind of thing. It's actually, I don't know if I've ever actually, I need to go in a little bit because it's gonna go up, that's gonna go in. I don't want to lose him. I love him. These squirrels are so cute. And I would have used the whole napkin except for it had leaves and acorns and apples on it. So it was a really, here it is. It's a fall type napkin, as you can see. But the squirrels are so cute. And then they have this little lines behind them. And I kind of want to see if I can figure out how to duplicate that. Now, what I think I'm going to do is just kind of do a coat of this medium as a layer just to protect everything. And then another weird thing, remember, I don't know if you watched yesterday, so I put that coffee ink. It was archival ink. It was coffee, but it looks more green, which made me think, maybe I should have done a little bit of green on here, which I actually, saying which a lot right now, I might do some green on the outside, because I might make this kind of like my nature ephemera, maybe. I don't know, kind of a flora and fauna kind of thing. So maybe these almost look like brown leaves in the background, don't they? I don't know why I'm not going all the way to the outside edges. Oh, I guess I want to be able to bend it. So this is canvas, and I did a layer of paint, some paint, some tan and some beige paint, just randomly put on there. And then this is, but I just said that, didn't I? Ink, the archival ink, Ranger archival ink coffee, even though it looks kind of green. And I'll show you the insides of the book in a minute. Once I bore you with this part, you can put me on 2 times speed. It's fun to listen to how people sound at 2 times speed. Now, honestly, I have found some people that just sound like they're talking normal at 2 times speed. And then some people who, if you put it at 2 times speed, you're like, whoa, it's a chipmunk. And then some people, it's just a little bit sped up, and it's, you know, still understandable. And, you know, you can watch twice as many videos in the same amount of time. Why is this doing a weird thing? Maybe I got it from the edge and it was dried up a little. I don't know how to fix it. There's glue burrs. There's just glue crumbs happening there. So I think maybe I got it from the edge. I don't know. And I really don't know exactly how big my stencil is that I'm going to be using. But it's from a stencil this big, and it's only like, I think it's only going to be like that big, if I even use it. If I don't use it, then I'll just write ephemera right there, maybe. Or not. I mean, I think it'll be cute. I think it'll be cute even if I don't add anything to it. So I was thinking squirrels, because 1, they're cute, and 2, a lot of times when I'm arting, I'm squirrel, you know. Random, get distracted, all that fun stuff. All right, I think I've got that pretty much covered, probably extra covered in some spots. Now, I did notice that when I fold it in half, I got kind of a line there, but I might put something on the end anyway. And I haven't figured out how I want to bind this yet. I might try something weird and funky that I haven't seen anybody do, but I think somebody might have done it. All right, so I just used an old cover of another book so that this will be the cover on the ephemera. So this is the hard part that I'll glue this on, that'll glue Alright, let's hope the cat doesn't try to lick that or anything. Yeah, as I get my face away from it a little bit, I like it even more, I think. Alright, so I had... My aunt had given me these vellum envelopes. So I figured that would be a good way to use up something I got for free. And then this was a book I got at a thrift store that I used the book pages from. And then these were pages that another aunt gave me when she was going through her craft stuff that I wasn't totally crazy about. I mean, I wasn't sure how I was going to use them, I guess is what you could say. So these are upside down. So I did my pages, and they're random. They're all different sizes. And I just did a little dot of glue. I'm kind of sad that dot of glue is so obvious. And I missed cutting that off. I had everything cut off. And of course, by the last one, I figured out the best way to sew them. You know, the last page is when I figured out the quickest, fastest. But it won't be my last ephemera book, so I'll just have to remember that for next time. So that's kind of comes out a lot, so I'm not sure. Oh, random squirrel. I wanted to show you guys these. My aunt makes these. So they're just a little tab about, where'd my ruler go? Are you wondering what they are yet? I haven't told you yet, have I? They are 4 inches long by about 1.5 inches wide. Velcro here, and then you just go like that, and you can corral your cords. They're little cord wraps. They're just so cute, and I think she might have been thinking of my son when she made the cat one. She knows he likes cats. And then, so she's just got, you know, little scraps. So you got scraps of fabric and you want to be able to wrap your cords. There you go. Ooh, an orca. I had an orca. So yeah, she sent me those in the mail. That was exciting and a nice little surprise. That was my happy mail, or I like to call them delightful deliveries because I have a obsession with alliteration. Let's see. Or I have let's see, what's a word that starts with A? Anyway, so what I'm thinking about doing, which I'm going to have to decide how I want to do my front pockets. But I don't think I'm going to sew in my front pockets, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing. Now, I'm just going to show you. I think it's going to be hard to explain. I'm not gluing all the way down to the end. Not gluing at all, apparently. Oh, come on. Gloobers. Some people call them goobers. Some people call them glue boogers. And I just started calling them gloobers by accident one day, and I kind of like it. And I had the pin in here, so why isn't it? So if you watch a lot of people who work with this kind of glue, then this is not your first time seeing it get stuck. There we go. So what I want this part on the bottom, on the back side, to stay loose, and then I want the top bit to stay together. That way I have room for the ephemera. I thought about sewing them, but then I'm going through the sewing of the other stuff, and it ended up being more messy, so I didn't. So I'm just kind of gluing about half of that. I should dry my glue brush out a little bit. Got a lot of big blobs on there. That might be better if I kind of do that. Thinking maybe I should get one of my art glitter glues that doesn't have the tiny tip to give me a little bit more. Alright. This is up side right? I know my glue's going to dry before I ever get to... So I'm gluing the first page to to, this is going to be the inside cover. I'm actually going to glue that into there. And then we'll turn and we'll have that. And to help that stay together even better, I might use some washi tape because there's just a lot of string, a lot of thread and stuff. That kind of makes it a little harder to stick together. Or I might have to switch to Fabri-Tac, because I haven't got hide yet today, so some Fabri-Tac will be fun. I don't get hide, don't worry. It's just Fabri-Tac does have a little bit of an odor to it. All right, you might notice a pattern with these. So this is the second page, and I have different sizes. Yes, I realize this looks a little bit like the top of underwear, but that's all right. This is just for me to hold ephemera in. So that's what we're doing. And I'm just going halfway down the page. So you notice some of my pages have big pockets, some have little, some have very little, some have double. I folded my pockets in half on some of them. I didn't even cut the strings there because a little more, you know, don't really need to. I went ahead and doubled the edges just for hopefully they stick better. That's why, because, you know, so I wanted to, I don't know what I wanted to do. I think I wanted to keep each page its own color. And I didn't want to have to like bind in each and every page, which would be like, what, 7 signatures. And I didn't really want to do the 3-ring binder thing, which is what we were learning. So hopefully what will happen is it'll glue pretty permanently so that I will have this going on. But this won't be tied together, so that there'll be some flexibility in there. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right, this should be yellow. Oh, it is. See, this one I doubled up, so it's got little pockets, which should work really well for stamps, hopefully. They just seem so loose, even though I sewed them down. I don't know. I thought they'd be tighter. But, I mean, you don't want them too tight either, because you want them to be able to. All right, so make sure my pockets are at the top. Yes, they are. Pockets are at the top. Good. Because I've had a couple times now where it's been, although I guess if I look here, if there's nothing at the top, then I know I'm at the top. That's one way to figure it out, I guess. Okay. And you probably can hear my son in the background talking, but at least they're not recording, because when they record, when they're playing, I think they're playing Minecraft right now, they talk a lot. Now, people who know them will be like, they talk? Yeah. You just have to go on their YouTube to see how much they talk, but in public, they don't really talk a lot. At home, they talk plenty. And if you say something that's not literal, the one with the younger one has Asperger's. He will tell you as it is, or he likes to debate a little bit, I think. And he learns a lot reading and just watching YouTube videos, which I don't know. I guess he's of the belief that if it's on internet, it must be true. Although most of what he says is true, you know, he will most likely correct you if you say corn is a vegetable. It's a grain. And now he's got me doing it to people. I have to not do it. It's annoying, I'm sure. Look, underwear! And I didn't... If sewing would have been easier if I had done these all straight across. But then I would have felt like I needed to have it be perfect, and that would have drove me crazy. Oops. So yeah, that's all this is I'm just boring you with gluing. Alright, you can see on this page, I don't know why that one has the... Alright, so apparently I sewed up top there for some reason, I'm not sure. Maybe I thought that was the front page and that's where I tried to see if I could sew them together. So what I'll probably do with that is just cover it with some washi tape or lace. I'll just make it pretty. I'll make it work. And then I might also do that on the front page. You probably didn't notice, or maybe you noticed. I started with one stitch and it was just too wide, so I fixed my stitch. But I didn't toss the whole page, even though I was tempted to. I was sorely tempted. Oops, I gotta make sure. So yeah, this is like all close together, but I want them to be. The problem with holes being close together in paper is it can be a little perforatory. Is that a word? So yeah, hopefully you can see. I can't stand up easily from this chair, look. So this is what I started with, and then I changed it to 2 and 2, and they're just a little more even and a little more spaced out. Make sure I'm not sticking on any of my. Could have sworn I got all these cut off last night, but I am not. It was late. Oh, the dog's, I guess, being naughty too. And that one got in there. Some of them I cut crooked, and apparently that one got in there without me noticing. That makes me sad. That's all right. We're letting go of perfection. It's all right. And then like these, I did the little ones so I could do stamps in the front. I have a lot of stamps. I have so many stamps. But if I make this one a flora and fauna one, then the only stamps that'll be in here will be the ones with animals and plants. So the shepherd back, is that the German shepherd getting yelled at, or the other dog? I never see the other dog. There's one that is like in our backyard to the right, and then I hear another one sometimes that's behind our house to the left, but I never actually see him. But the German shepherd I see, because he comes up to the fence. Well, because it's kind of a hill, and so in the one yard there's like all these trees and stuff, so he can't really get to the fence, and the other one he can go down the hill a little bit and get to the fence. And he likes to chat with my cat. He's a silly. He likes to scare her, I think. See, got a little rainbow going on here. So yeah, my aunt had all these pages with all the different shades of the colors, which probably would make a really pretty journal. I could have used them, but I don't know, the lines are a little distracting for me in a journal. So I cut all my pages and I saved the other bits to do tags and stuff. You might have seen some of the end pieces. And so, yeah. And I'm hoping this will work. I think if I had glued it all the way down, it would not have worked. I think it would have tried to tear at the bottom, because it just would have been, what happened? Oh shoot, I glued on the wrong. Let's do this real quick. Was I upside down and I just didn't notice? I don't even know. Okay, so that's the top. And I didn't even get that clipped off. Because my pages are 6 inches, and so I had cut on my vellum 6 inches, but then you don't want to go all the way to the center, so I had a lot of vellum to cut off. Okay, I hope I have that even. Alright, that's the top. Little hiccup. Hey, one hiccup in the whole thing. That's not bad. We'll add a little bit extra here since that sat a minute and dry a little. So that was this. This took a lot less time than actually like sewing them. Sewing them took a while. And then after I put the cover on, I'll glue them into the book itself. And I think I'll just keep this loose. So this will glue here, and this will glue here. And then I will put I had one cut. and it fell off the table, and I picked it up and put it back on the table. That doesn't mean anything, does it? Oh, I don't know. So I will put that on there when I put the cover. Oh, here it is. So yeah, it's about 2 inches, which should give me plenty of space for when this is full. So yeah, my outside edges will be there, and these have plenty of moving space with the 2 inches, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see how it works. I haven't seen anybody make it like this, anything like this. And I even thought about making them pockets in the middle, but I just kind of figured, this is for small ephemera. If I do big stuff in the middle, that's just going to make it bulky and whatnot. So I will probably be gluing corners for days. I may, like I said, I may end up having to use some of the Fabri-Tac in there. So yeah, that's it. So I got some work done on the outside and on the inside of the book. It's like they don't hear me when I talk and say I'm recording, and then they try to talk to me. Or he's talking to his father. He's the older one. He's supposed to put the trash cans out. Trash day tomorrow. Thankfully the trash still comes, and the mailman still comes. And the Amazon people still come. Thankfully. So I gotta clean that off. Let's see. Now I thought about, if I didn't use the canvas, I actually thought about just gessoing this and doing a similar thing, which may have been simpler, but I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be pretty. I wonder if I should, I wonder if it's gonna show through. Do you think the blue will show through? Not much in the world. No, I don't think it'll show through. It's pretty. So yeah, it's actually that the gel medium I don't like, the thick one. It dries pretty fast, and it's still nice and flexible. So, and I can still do stuff on top of it. I'm not putting this on yet. Not until I get my I get a wheelie thing coming. A wheelie thing. Now, with the 2-inch, oh shoot, I'm hoping I have enough room for the 2-inch. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to cut that in half. That's okay. That's, ooh. My solution, if it's not wide enough, is to cut it in half, cover the front, cover the back, and then just do another piece fabric of some sort on the 2-inch, because I did not account for that. But 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, it should be 16 inches across, I think. I think this was 12, you know. Laying things flat, it's a lot easier to measure if things are flat. So 12, 13, 14, 15 and a half. So that'd be 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I should still have a 3/4 inch seam allowance on the outside by the time I'm done. Yeah, apparently this book belonged to Sydney. So, and that, let's see. It's going to be tight. Look at that. It's going to be tight. Oh, yeah, I might have to, yeah, I don't think I was planning on doing, I think I was just, I don't know what I was thinking. You know what? I might save this to do a soft cover journal. See, I'm always, sometimes you just have to redirect. So I might save this and do a soft cover type journal with this one. And I might go ahead and gesso this one. Okay. I did that yesterday. Let's see if that will work. Let's try it, boys and girls. Because then I would just do a fabric thing on the end. But I think for some texture, I'm going to do some... Should I collage? What do you think I should do? Things don't always happen exactly how you plan, and you just recalculate. So we are going to recalculate. I have, nope, that's the clear one. I don't want the clear one. That defeats my purpose. I want the heavy one. Where's the heavy one? Oh, come on. Oh, sing a little tune to yourself while you're waiting, because I forgot to pause because I thought it was going to be right here on the desk or on my craft table. Because it's not really a tiny jar. I don't know why it's not showing up anywhere. Well, I guess this part might have to wait. Why? Why can't I find what I'm looking for? Well, plain gesso it is for today. I've got some heavy gesso, but do you think I can find it? Regular gesso. Probably brought it over here at some point, huh? I haven't tried the clear. I don't think I have tried the clear gesso yet. Ooh, maybe we'll try it on this cover. Nope, it's not even open yet. Might try that at some point. Really? Why doesn't it wanna? There we go. Oh, I ordered some modeling paste. Can't believe I didn't have any modeling paste. This I was using texture paste with, but I think it'll work. So I just kind of would do my heavy gesso with this, but yeah, maybe we'll just do a smooth coat. Not smooth, but a quick coat first. I'll just use this. I must have left it in the water. See, this is why you don't leave your brushes in the water, because that sad thing will happen. I probably should stop leaving my brushes in the water. I was gonna say these are my nice brushes, but they are only. Alright, even if I do, whatever I do on top of this should stick better just because I have a primer coat of gesso. So even if I do collage or whatever, so even though, yes, you can see through it, the gesso is going to allow me to do stuff to it. So that's what we're going to do for now, and then we'll do more to it tomorrow. We'll do more to it tomorrow. My video totally cut off on me. So you missed me talking about my friend and her Suburban Dance Mom channel. But I did get just a quick coat of gesso on the front and back. And we'll work on that more tomorrow. So I hope you'll join me. I think that's going to be it for today. Yes, I just put that in the water. So thank you for joining me as I recalculate. Sometimes the things you plan don't work out, and you just have to be flexible and adjust and be okay with it, and everything will work out in the end. If it's not worked out, it's not the end. That's what they say, right? If things aren't okay, it's not the end. Everything will be okay in the end. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't do much playing today, so I don't have much to show you from earlier. So have a delightful day, everybody. Thank you for watching my video. If you've actually made it this long, I appreciate you so much. Much love.